Hey everyone, so I am back with a review on two of the White Barn Core Collection candles from the Spring 2017 test collections. Now, as I said, if you are watching this one, which was likely going to be a lower viewership video than the Fresh Pick collection for that tomato vine and the sage and aloe and the honey and tangerine, you likely have seen those and you likely know what I said, that there are basically 2.5 collections out right now that kind of fresh picked this core White Barn, as well as a really garbage, should not go wide marble collection of just the most ridiculous. Again, I gotta say that it is by far the worst collection they've ever released. It trumps the Tina Delicious's what is it, So Ugly So Nasty collection. It trumps the everything that they did as far as the crappy, you know, some of the glitter lids and junk that came out in past years. It's just stupid, and I can't imagine anyone is gonna like it. However, we'll see if that goes wide. Now, I'm gonna tell you my in-depth review on the Lavender Coconut and the Black Tea Rose, but before that, I will tell you at least a handful of the probably 15 plus scents that are out right now in the White Barn Core collection. Now, what is interesting of note with this, so it's your standard, everyone has the white wax here. They've got a wide array of rainbow colored jars here. What is interesting, however, is that these are all at $24.50. Now I imagine because these are tests, which you can see the pour date with this was 6/3/23, so the 323rd day of 2016, so definitely test phase here. I'm hoping it's a test phase price and they're just trying it out and we'll not see many people purchase them in without sales because they are eligible for all the same sales as everything else, but they're really eking it up there, you know, from $19.50 to $24.50 over the past, 5-6 years, with, if anything, a loss in quality and fewer and worse coupons. Really not a great look, but not surprising. However, again, to quickly run through, I kind of look at this collection as, I love it and I hate it because they sometimes will bring back oldies but goodies that were really, they won't bring back Vanilla Spice, the Holly Wreath, the Winter Garland, the ones that were begging, the sleigh rides they easily could have thrown into here without it being part of their conceptual, like, marketed collections, and they didn't. But sometimes you'll see old ones come back in here. Usually, what I say, it's like their best sellers. So you're going to see tons of the basics, the Endless Weekend, the gosh, I don't even their mahogany blends. You're going to see watermelon lemonade, everything that is just like, if they could do year round, they would, comes out in this collection, which is also part of the reason why I think they might be testing it at $24.50, because there's a lot of established scents and blends in there, but also plenty of new stuff as well. So if you check out facebook.com/TouchTheFireTwice, you can see all the photos I took. But just off the top of my head, there was Cactus Blossom, which was returning. For all I know, they were pulled out from earlier this year. Again, Watermelon Lemonade. This Lavender Coconut, which is a new name, but you'll see not a new scent. Orange Blossom and Driftwood, which I was intrigued by. But it was Orange Blossom, but the Driftwood was just too much like the Ocean Driftwoods that they've done over the past few years, and just too beachy and just a little too heavy for me to enjoy it. Pineapple Mango, like, come on, be done with that already. Eucalyptus Mint, again, way over that. One that is just kind of like mind-boggling here is this one. This is Spring Leaves. Now you think, okay, maybe this is going to be Heirloom Greens. Maybe this is going to be Spring, which was kind of astringent, very dewy, a little bit of floral to it. Spring, which was a staple for 3 or 4 years and hasn't seen the light of day for a while. However, the notes on Spring Leaves, as ridiculous as it is, are, and I don't have them in front of me, but I want to say that it's like Gala apple, maybe Bartlett pear or some sort of pear, and cinnamon or mulling spices or warm cinnamon stick, something stupid like that, where I sniffed it and literally it's called Spring Leaves, and they don't mean the leaves that are that you see in the springtime. They actually mean the leaves candle that you know and love in the fall in a spring colored jar. It is not exactly that. It is a weakened version. It is maybe something similar to the spiced apple toddy, the mulling spices, the whatever. I did a direct sniff to spiced apple toddy, and it was still not quite as strong as that, which I think that's a lightened version of leaves as well. But spring leaves is not a spring scent. It is apple, spice, and pear, and it is as close to a lightened version of leaves as you can get. So big WTF there. You've got beach blossoms, which I didn't even bother the notes on that. It's, you know, throw that in any one of their collections that they do for the, you know, the beachy things they've done in the past few years. Very forgettable. Nothing to write home about. It's not my, you know, I love the beach cabana, I love the beachside, I love the white sands. It's none of those, so major pass on that. Bergamot waters, which couldn't see enough of that. It's kind of constantly around. Midnight blue citrus was in there. Black cherry merlot is in there. And I believe that might be most of it. It's one of those collections where more and more will be coming out in it. But again, just a hodgepodge of just, and it's not even like, if you're gonna do a fruity one, pineapple mango, really, does anybody love that? If you're gonna do, you know, a beachy one, why not make this truly the best of the best? Why beach blossoms? Eucalyptus mint, I'm surprised that one still sells. Bergamot waters, been there, done that, so over it. Black cherry merlot, I don't like it. I know lots of people do, that's fine. But the cactus blossom, you know, does anyone really care? I don't know, sorry. I'm trending very negative, I'm not trying to, it's just whatever. Now, also black teen roses kind of randomly in this collection in a black jar, which is, again, also a little interesting. However, there's the marble collection that I mentioned to you, and it is just ugly. I have a couple of pictures. So you've got here, again, check out facebook.com/TouchTheFireTwice. There's this one, which is cinnamon spice vanilla, which is cinnamon sugar donut. Now, it's a great scent. People love that. But why not put it in the Fresh Pick collection or in a Sweet Shop collection with a wonderful, beautiful label on it versus this, like, cheap faux marble thing calling it cinnamon spice vanilla when it's not at all that. So you've got cinnamon spice vanilla. You've got something called Mineral Springs, which they're also, aside from that cinnamon sugar donut version, or one, they're all so interchangeable, and maybe they're new, maybe they're repackages, but they're just like a random mix of slightly herbal, slightly cologne, slightly minty, but like just not cohesive and not good. None of them are good. There's one called Copper Coconut, which I guess has some, sorry, I know you've been blurry there for a minute, has some sort of coconut in there, but I mean, even that it's just ugly, you know? And it does not smell good. If these could be as ugly as sin, and if they were amazingly delicious, I'd buy them. But they're neither. They smell as good as they look, which is not good. Let me tell you the other ones in that one, just so you know. So you got Mineral Springs. Oh, I also missed from the core collection without the marble. They also had Vanilla Bean, which again, been there, done that. They had, oh gosh, they had something else. Lily of the Valley, which was a very light lily, not a repackage like they've done lily in the past. Inoffensive, but not exciting. They had, of course, Mahogany Coconut. They had the Vile Mahogany Peach, which I won't even talk about because it's so ridiculous. Let's see here. What else besides the Copper Coconut was in there? So, Bergamot Mint was in the marble collection. Copper Coconut was in the marble collection. Fresh Cut Lilacs, of all things, was in the marble collection. Cinnamon Spice Vanilla. Black Teakwood, which is just black whatever. Basically Mahogany Teakwood, or the variation that's been out in the black name. And I want to say that is it for the marble collection. Yeah. But it's like, why not do a beautiful floral label, a floral collection with your fresh cut lilacs, with your Lily of the Valley, with your white gardenia, with, you know, throw in some other florals for the spring. It could be great, but they're putting out this marble as if they think they're on trend, and it's just bonkers. Sorry, I know this is like the most ranty video I've probably ever released, but I just had to get out how ridiculous I think it is. I'll give you a review. Sorry, it's 10 minutes in. I'll give you a review on the Lavender Coconut, and then I'll have to do another video for Black Tea Rose, because I actually really like that one. The Lavender Coconut, pretty simple, pretty straightforward what it is. It says refreshing lavender, warm coconut, and vanilla bean. I didn't know what to expect. I thought, well, they throw coconut in everything. Why wouldn't they do it with lavender? But what it actually is, not surprisingly, is the Paris Lavender Macaron from last year that went wide, was a huge success. A very close sister to the Lavender Marshmallow from 4 years ago or 3 years ago. It's the soft lavender, sweetness of vanilla bean. I suppose there's coconut in there. I would have thought it was almonds because a macaron. I mean, there's a chance that side by side, maybe this isn't a 100% repackage of Lavender Macaron, Paris Lavender Macaron. But I would be surprised if so. And now, you know, lavender is Parisian, is French. I don't think coconuts grow there. Maybe on the coast of France. But I don't think of tropical coconut with, you know, with the herbal astringency of lavender. Definitely, you smell lavender without a doubt. Again, is coconut there? Maybe, but it might be a little more heavy on the lavender than the sweetness. I don't know. There's part of me that thinks I may be crazy with calling it the Lavender Macaron. If it's not that, it is damn close to it. If it's not that or Lavender Marshmallow, I suppose it could be that Lavender Dreams or whatever, the one that they said was like Lavender Clouds or something from the Glitter Lid a few years ago. I didn't buy that. Definitely a soft lavender, but not fully soft. There's a hint of astringency to it. And the sweetness of what I assumed was the Paris Macaron. I'm second guessing myself now because this is fairly astringent and strong. But the coconut really softens it and warms it up. So I think I like this. Not positive on that though. So stay tuned for my, what is this now going to be, the 5th and final video for Black Tea Rose. Please do stick around for it. It is really, really a special candle, and I'm excited to kind of give my in-depth thoughts on that. And until then, take care.